You grab your coffee, hold your phone up to the glass terminal, and in a fraction of a second, a little green checkmark pops up. You take your cup and leave. It feels completely effortless. Treating that 2-second interaction as a simple exchange of digital cash creates a massive operational blind spot for anyone in business or tech. If just one piece of the hidden plumbing behind that tap fails, the terminal flashes red. Revenue vanishes, customers walk away, and sophisticated fraud slips through the cracks. That simple tap actually triggers a massive global response. As we can see in this 15-step ecosystem, a single transaction relies on dozens of independent networks making split-second decisions together. To build highly functional, profitable products, we have to look past the hardware on the counter and map the actual journey of your data. The journey starts with you, the customer, generating a payment request. The merchant's system catches it and immediately hands it off to a payment gateway. This acts as a digital bouncer, validating that the incoming request is properly formatted and securely receiving the raw data. Now the sprint begins. Payment orchestration engines scan the landscape, calculating the fastest and cheapest processing path for this specific transaction. Simultaneously, risk and fraud systems scan the data payload, hunting for anomalies to block suspicious actors before they can reach the wider financial network. To protect the most sensitive information, the system uses a process called tokenization. It locks your actual credit card numbers inside a secure vault and swaps them out for a randomized, harmless code. Finally, smart routing kicks in as a crucial failsafe. If a server is overloaded or down, it dynamically detours your data packet to keep the checkout process from crashing. All of this happens in milliseconds. Before your payment request even leans to merchant's local environment, it is armored and optimized to survive the open internet. Now the secured data packet blasts out of local infrastructure and onto the global financial grid, where the major institutions step in to make the actual call. First, it hits the acquirer. This institution formally processes the secure transaction on behalf of the merchant, bridging the gap between the store and the massive card networks. The acquirer communicates directly with the card networks, companies like Visa, MasterCard, or Amex. They provide the global highway infrastructure to route the request to its destination. That destination is the issuer. This is your personal bank. They run the ultimate check against your account, verifying your available funds and account status. Based on that split-second evaluation, the issuer decides to approve or decline the charge, firing an authorization message back down the chain to the store terminal. The screen lights up green. You see approved and walk out the door. But the transaction journey is actually only half over, because no real money has moved yet. We are transitioning from the millisecond digital timeline of authorization to the 2-day reality of moving actual capital between massive institutions. Usually at the end of the business day, the clearing phase begins. The network gathers up millions of individual transaction details, batches them together, and sends them out for processing. This triggers settlement. The abstract digital promises made earlier in the day are finally fulfilled as the banks and institutions trade the actual funds to balance out those cleared batches. Once the capital is settled, we reach the merchant payout. The real money is finally transferred into the shop owner's usable business bank account, days after you bought that coffee. The cycle ends with reconciliation and analytics. Businesses take the raw data from all these stages to balance their books, audit for discrepancies, and extract operational insights. The true operational cost for a business lies in managing this massive asynchronous movement of money on the back end long after the physical terminal goes idle. Looking at this entire 15-step map, we have to remember the scale of what we are observing. This exact journey happens billions of times a day across international borders without collapsing. This ecosystem functions through extreme precision engineering, balancing millisecond speed, ironclad data security, and absolute financial accuracy in every single transaction. For teams building software, understanding exactly where these domain boundaries lie is how you optimize costs, fix processing bottlenecks, and build better experiences. In business, magic is an illusion. Success in payments requires rigorous engineering across every step of the data's journey.